McDavid. Moves in, McDavid goes upstairs! What a goal!
Hey guys, how's it going? It's Etanyos here. Welcome to episode number 44 of this NHL 21 Edmonton Oilers Franchise Mode here in Oil Country. If you guys have missed any episodes up to this point, go up into the top corner of the video right now. There will be a card with the playlist. Also, if you do enjoy, feel free to drop a like. It only takes a second and it really helps out the channel. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. We're trying to hit 1,200 subs. I know you guys can do that. And now that that's all done, we have got the 2032/33 offseason to get through. Connor McDavid's going for at least another year, looking to move up to second place. I guess he is in second place all time now for point totals, isn't he? Or no, he's in fourth. Sorry, I believe. But he's just had a crazy good career here. We've put the right players around him for the majority of his career, and it has paid off. So the one issue that we are dealing with that I did somewhat address last episode, but we need to actually get to dealing with this episode, is the fact that we have a ton of contracts expiring, and a lot of these players are looking for double-digit paydays, and I just don't think we can provide it for everybody, so I'm looking to move a couple guys to the draft here. As much as I want to keep Roberto Wyman, at 25 years old, he's going to want so much money, especially with the 89-point season he just put up. I think it would be best to send him to another team, just based on the fact that we simply can't afford to pay him. He's a great center. Don't get me wrong, I wish we could keep him, but I just don't see how we could do that anymore. So yeah, Wyman's probably going to be on the move. I would assume Rasmus Sandin as well, as long as those guys hold their values. And then everybody else, I think we're going to be all right with as far as cap space goes. We'll be able to sign them. We still have a ton of money coming through here in cap space. We've got $48 million, but that's still like 1, 2, even if you get rid of those two guys, we still have Bouchard and Yamamoto to deal with as far as paydays go, which is not going to be cheap by any means. Like Kyler Yamamoto, 34 years old, he should be getting a 1 year, about $9 million contract, because he's not going to play better than he just did in this last season, most likely. Even though, yes, he did have a 91-point season, or 92-point season, it's still just like, I don't think we can afford it. That's the one problem right now. So yeah, Yamamoto's had a fantastic career as well, don't get me wrong there. But he's also not requesting $11.3 million. So yeah, that's the scenario we're dealing with right now. I am going to have to make a big blockbuster trade here, but I do have a guy pinned out right at the top of the draft that I do want to get my hands on, and that player being named Vitaly Bure, a 5'9" offensive defenseman. Shoot and pinch, that's exactly our system, and he would fit perfectly with a bunch of guys on our team. Actually, we have some defensive defensemen coming up that are going to be awesome, and he would be a perfect fit into our new system here. Well, I guess not a new system, but just a perfect fit into the system and players we have already. So yeah, let's get into the entry draft, and I'm going to probably be making a blockbuster trade here right off the bat. So we want pick number 2. The Coyotes have got it, and they're going to be asking a lot. So let's get to this. All right, guys, so this is what I'm going to try to pull for the second overall pick. I know it's a huge amount of movement to make, but I assume that the Coyotes should take this. It is the second overall pick, too. But they have been, they have had a history of just ruining players' potentials here, too. So, like, you look at their number 1 pick they just landed, Joakim Farmer, literally didn't grow at all. So that's not great. They also somehow managed to land Russ Coe at 29 years old. So I get the feeling Coe is kind of going to struggle here over the next couple of years, which is too bad, but that's how things go. Sometimes they do have a good offensive defenseman there in Eminger, but again, we're not trying to get our hands on him either. I'm literally just trying to get this second overall pick. They have the 12th overall pick too. That's insane. Any chance we could somehow pick up another pick? I would love to do that, but I just don't think it's going to happen. Yeah, I just don't see us landing another pick. There's just no way that that actually goes through, even if we ask for like the 67th. I just don't think so. And yeah, trade rejected. So I don't want to have to toss a draft pick in here. I'd rather toss Rasmus Sandin. if that's going to be enough to sway this deal. I would assume so, but you never know. The Coyotes seem to really not want to trade anything right now, so if this is the case, I would be happy. Trade rejected. Okay. If I remove that pick just the second over, look at how many assets they're getting too. They can literally re-sign Wyman. They can re-sign Sandin, so that's 2 starting huge pieces for the Coyotes. Mara is already NHL ready on a good contract too. And oh boy, here we go. All right, deadline time. Down to the last 3 minutes. I talked through this too much, so I'm just going to put my head down, focus here, and try to get this done. All right. Not Mara, Hedekin, Sandin, Wyman, and the goalie. Okay, if that's not enough, like, come on. Still trade rejected. Okay, who's got the least amount of value here? I'm going to say probably Rasmus Sandin, even though we're not going to be able to re-sign him, but can I toss a first-round pick in there instead in 20? Sure, let's try 2035. This has to go through. That's such overkill for a pick. Oh, God, okay. So we finally get a deal to go through, but we trade a huge amount of assets in the other way for that second overall pick. Fortunately, we are going to get Vitaly Bure now, but my goodness, that was just a ridiculous amount of money to pay, or not money, but just assets to pay. But I'm really hoping that Vitaly Bure is going to become like the #1 guy here in Edmonton over the next couple of seasons as he grows into like his 20s and eventually his 30s. But he's going to hopefully be the best back-end piece we have as far as point production goes. Besides that, I haven't really shown you guys anything else here for players I've pinned and I'm looking at. I've got some interesting like 20-year-old kind of prospects here that could turn out to be better than they are. I'm really hoping so anyways. And then we have a couple guarantees in guys like Chandler Atkinson and Artem Tyutin. Left wingers again. I know I draft a lot of left wingers, but that's okay. We actually have drafted a ton of defense too. Just looking at like the history of the draft here, we do tend to draft a lot of defensemen. So anyways, we're going to take Vitaly Bure with our second overall pick here. And I'm hoping he's like 82 rated. Oh, he's 79. Okay. So not spectacular, but he is an offensive defenseman, and he is top 6 potential already. So he's going to be a pretty good player either way. We're going to go over to pick number 46 now, where we'll get to see the rest of the second round. Deason and Yaskin there. Gruel as well. I had pinned but didn't end up taking because he just didn't. He didn't fit the system. Wow, a lot of good players in this draft. Like, there's no question about that. 79 rated. Friggin', are you friggin' kidding me? Dawes, Backer. Wow. Oh my gosh, this was a first round to remember. Oh my gosh, Chelios was elite too. Oh my goodness. And Numelin. What is going on? Oh my gosh, Silverberg was 70 overall too. Oh my god, and Chen. Bro, what is happening right now? That was an insane first round. Oh my goodness. I mean, Kondratik is an absolute awesome looking prospect too, but anyways, we got pick 46 here on the board. As much as I could go with a guy like Calvin Ryder, he doesn't fit our system. I don't really want a crappy high fringe goalie. Like, that just doesn't make sense. I could take a guy like Yemelin, but I have a guaranteed player here in Tyutin instead, who I'd rather take and just get the low elite potential for, so we're going to take him. 65 overall. Okay, not bad. That's actually a pretty decent pick, and I'm happy with that. So over to pick 63, which is like the end of the second round. Yep. Ooh, Ebbett was all right. Anybody else? Yeah, Carpenter wasn't the best. So I'm glad we didn't take him. I'm glad we went with Tyutin instead. And then I'm going to go again with guaranteed here. That's just a better way to go. So we're going to take Chandler Atkinson. Even though he is way off the board here, I don't care. I want the elite prospect. And at 61 overall, not terrible. I'm pretty happy with Atkinson, and I think he could still turn out and make the NHL at some point. So over to round 4 now. Okay. Oh, Yanni Heikkila. elite prospect. Jeez. Henrik Soderstrom. My goodness. We didn't have a pick in round 3, I guess, hey? Yeah, there's some decent players in there, too. Kruger was actually really nice. Yeah, okay. Jeez. Murata, nice goalie. Oh, man, there was a lot of, like, decent, like, depth kind of players in that round. But for the next pick, as much as I want to go with a guy like Timofey Mironov, I just don't trust that. I had this guy pinned, Derek Nickerson. You almost want to say Derek Dickerson, but I don't. Was this the guy I wanted to take? I think it was. Yeah, sorry, Dickerson was the guy I wanted to take. So we'll take him here at pick 110. He should be decent. I'm hoping he's decent. Okay, and he's a medium top 6, so pretty decent power forward steal in the 4th round, actually. As long as he can grow, he has an NHL career in front of him. Over to pick 127 now. And I don't think, yeah, Mironov, okay, we dodged a bullet there. Yeah, Nickerson was a better player. And then I had another guy pinned here. It wasn't Shing Time, who's a big risk. A lot of these guys are big risks. There's no question at this point that every single draft pick we make is a big risk. I'm trying to remember why I had this guy pinned. I think it was just because he was 20, and he's just going to probably be a higher rating than everybody else. I get the feeling he is going to be a medium bottom 6, but you know what? We've made so many good picks, it literally doesn't matter at this point. So, he's a medium top 6? Are you serious? I mean, geez, okay. 20 years old, terrible rating overall, but the potential is there. So, Ulf Lidstrom, not a bad pick by any means. Who else got drafted in here that was good? Sharov looked alright. That was pretty much it for round 5 there, I guess. Besides the fact that we're right at the end of round 5. Who did I have in here that I wanted to draft again? Goalie? Yeah, maybe Swanson could actually be decent, but 5-year ETA and 20. There's no way. He's a 1-year ETA. I bet you the game's just trolling me right now, but I have to take Ross Ferraro. There's no way I don't take him. He just looks so much better than everybody else in here, especially with a 1-year ETA. Like, that's just absolutely insane. Yeah, no, I'm not going to take Gosselin. I have to go with Ferraro. There's no way I don't take Ferraro. As much as Swanson looks decent, he really doesn't actually look that decent. Besides, he got 31 wins. But Ferraro got more in less game. I'm taking Ross Ferraro, and he is a 74 backup. Backup, come on, man. Oh, can you imagine if we got a 74 rated elite goalie out of that? Holy crap! Like, that would have been insane. But okay. I mean, the overall is there, no question. But So, I mean, Ross Ferraro, a really high overall pick for round 5. Like, that's just insane. But, Swanson was elite. I got trolled. Oh, I got trolled so hard. Oh, my gosh. So not two bad picks. Just one bad pick, really, there. But he's not even a bad pick. He literally is going to be playing, like, in the AHL here in a season. Like, jeez, that never happens. Alright, for pick 191, I had a guy pinned here that I was interested in, even though he was a bit later round. Kipton, oh man, okay, these guys are both like off the board, almost. I kind of want to take Kip Dayton because, again, 20-year-olds seem to turn out. He's a two-way forward. I'm just really hoping he can be a decent depth player, and Kip Dayton, okay, medium top 9, not terrible, and 60 overall too. That was the other thing I was hoping for, is that he was going to be a decent rating. So pick 223, literally like right at the end of the draft here now. Honestly, we made a lot of good picks here. You look at our prospects. Obviously, we got Bure first, and then Tayuden, and then Nickerson, Lidstrom, Ferraro, Dayton, all decent prospects. I'm pretty happy with that. And then you can see I've got one more guy named Kaleo there, I believe. Or Kaleo, however you want to say his name. He's literally top of the board. Kai Kaleo. Okay, does he turn out to be anything? No, he does not. All right. Medium bottom 6, 61 overall playmaker. That's all right. And that is it for our draft. Honestly, we get some really good prospects still. I'm super happy with Bure, Tayutin, Atkinson, even Nickerson I'm pretty happy with. Those guys all have really good potential. And yeah, I'm just happy with that draft still overall. So the Oilers have definitely added enough pieces as far as building blocks go in this draft for just a really good-looking future, even when Connor McDavid does retire, which I'm assuming is going to be over the next season or so, just based on his age and his overall starting to drop off. But you never know. He might keep on going, honestly. But yeah, where is he? He is literally 100-point season off from tying Gretzky at this point, and he is currently sitting 4th all-time in points. He literally needs like 51 points to pass Jaromir Jagr at this point. So 51? He needs 50 points. That's it. 50 points to pass Jagr. So yeah, I get the feeling we will be seeing McDavid in second place, sole possession of second place, quite soon. I'm also wondering, how many assists does he have? He's got to have like, what, 1,100? I think he has exactly 1,100 assists right now, which is hilarious because if he plays 2 more seasons, he's going to be right up there for assist records too. So he's only played 1,414 games as well, which isn't that many games as a player, but he also hasn't really been injured that much either, which is really nice. That's why I mean, he did miss a couple games there, but yeah, like just he has been fantastic. Obviously, he's literally a franchise, a generational defining player. So anyways, we have to get to the re-sign phase here, which is going to be brutal. So now that we have a couple less contracts to sign, I'm going to try to get some 85 percentiles done here. But, I mean, we got 52 million bucks to sign players with, but McDavid wants 11.025. So about a $9.5 million contract. I think we could offer him 10 and he'd be happy with it. He was just making 12 though as well, so. And Evan Bouchard, as much as I'd love to pay him that much, I cannot. That's just so much money. That's still a $13 million contract for 3 years. Jeez, buddy. That's just insane. I don't think he's even going to take that because he wants so much freaking money. Vigneault, okay, 11.35 is a little bit more reasonable. So, jeez, okay, my phone just started going crazy. I don't know why. All right, 11.35 at 85%. 9.7, 9.65. That's actually a really good deal if we can get him for that. I'd love to sign Vigneault for that much. That's a really nice, cheap deal. Gee, Sandine, you're 33 years old. Like, I don't know what you guys are expecting, that your primes are just going to continue. Like, no, you're literally about to just absolutely plummet as far as your overall goes. Like, this is the one thing that doesn't make sense. 9.13 million for Kyler Yamamoto is a little bit more accurate. For 2 years. Like, that is doable, at least. We got Halvardson in here as well. Actually, he's really nice and cheap. I will quite literally just sign him for that. Keith Spencer, hopefully not going to be 2.6. Oh, come on. 3.325 million at 85%. Still a $2.825 million contract. Danny Wesley, I'm not surprised he doesn't want to stay. Are these guys going to be entry level? Oh my gosh, they are. Yay. Just stay on the two-way contracts, please. If you stay there, I can keep re-signing you, and we can keeping all these guys, I guess you could say. Who else do we have to sign? Vitaly Bure, obviously. Yes, he's got to come into the team now. Carcillo, I just offered a contract to. Coburn doesn't want one. Oh, Aaron, come on, my guy. You've been here forever. So we actually have 2 defensemen we could sign up to the NHL here. One being Silvegaard, because he had a fantastic year. Oscar Silvegaard, yeah, I want to get him in the league. Vignetti, I would like to see hit the NHL too. Like, I don't know if it's going to happen, but I would love to see it. And again, just a whole bunch of like spammy contracts here I got to do because, oh wow, Matthias Ottoson dropped right off, but that's okay. I mean, he was a 32nd overall pick. We did expect a little bit more from him, but that's okay. It happens. Pat Smith-Pelly, I get the feeling is going to go back to Peterborough for another year, but that's, again, okay. Alex Mara, sorry, we have to sign at this point. He's just, yeah, we can't not sign him. And let's see, Morgan Passani as well. We got some lower rated guys down here that are, you know, starting to grow, which is always a good thing. As far as goaltenders go in the system here, I think we might have to release Barkov, honestly. Like, Ferraro is literally 1 rating off from Pacioretty. Pacioretty had a decent season too. Where do we draft him? 101st overall, not bad. Okay. And then, yeah, in the system, obviously, we have Binnington and Backer. Those guys are going to be great. How many more years do we have Backer signed for? Only 2. So next year might be a par Backer trading year. I don't know exactly what's going to happen, but that's okay. So let's advance the day here. Hopefully some guys sign these contracts, or maybe not. We do have to re-sign Abel Rhodes, which is going to be quite a bit. Yeah, quite a bit more than we have to. Let me offer him that. Let's offer Morrow an AHL assistant coach job too. Stop. And I got scouts as well to sign, so yeah, we've got a lot of money to spend here that I don't necessarily want to, but that's okay. Just need to re-sign all these guys. Again, I don't have my scouting set up very well right now, but that's okay. Alright, stop. Oh boy. Okay, wait. Oh, we got Vigneault. We got Helvertson. Yes, we got McDavid. We got Yamamoto. Oh my gosh, everybody's signing. I love it. Coburn signs, Beach signs, Fenton signs, Andreoff signs, Spencer is not interested. Okay. Carcillo signs, Vignetti signs. Nice. Okay, that was actually really good. That was a very good little phase and stretch there of yeah, that worked out really well. I'm very happy with that. So let's coaching budget. Is it maxed? Seriously? Oh my goodness, this is not good. Okay. Shoot. That is not what I wanted to see at all. Shoot. Okay, how much money do we have left? We have 12 million in cap space still. So we could re-sign Sandin if we had to. We totally could. Keith Spencer doesn't want a deal, but... Oh, yeah, get out of here, Keith. Literally nobody's going to pay you that. You're a medium top... What the hell? I'm going to let Keith Spencer walk, let him realize that nobody else is going to pay him, and then offer him a spot back on this roster, because he is a really good depth player. Don't get me wrong there. I do want to hold on to him, but not for that price. That's just... That's insane. Arvidsson wants the contract. All right. Get him one. Francis Drake can walk. Stepniak, I want to re-sign. Okay. I'm going to do a 1.2. I do want to sign this Eriksson guy too. He shot up like crazy, Johan Eriksson. I'm really excited for him. Martindale, probably not. He is probably a no-go. Now, Artem Tayutin, on the other hand, was he 19 already? Oh, he was 20 already. Wow, okay. Well, that's why he was up there. He's going to get AHL minutes. Like, a lot of AHL minutes because he is a lot older than I realized, which is okay. But that's how things go sometimes. I have to sign McKenzie over Barkov because Barkov is just the fourth string goalie on this team. I mean, third string, but no fourth string, really. We actually have the money to sign. What's his name here? 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Okay, yeah. I think we have enough defensemen here. But even if we don't re-sign Sandin, I still have Bouchard, Lambos, Corley, Gibbons. So that's top 4. And then Bure and Nidomaki. And then Altschuler as the 6th string. See, I'm okay with that. The only thing is that we almost have the money for Sandin. I just can't afford a 33-year-old at that much because he didn't have an Evan Bouchard 110-point season. Yeah, sure, he did have a 70-point season, which is awesome for a defenseman, but man, I just can't pay him that much. I just can't, unfortunately. We have other needs in this team besides another top 2 defenseman, because the top 4 is still so good. And Vitaly Bure, I'm really hoping, is going to shoot up. So, yeah, like, I don't see a need for that. And I want to bring Silvegaard up, too. Because he is in the top 6 spot now. Oh, my gosh. Okay. So Sandin's a no-go. It might actually be a center that we end up signing because it's literally McDavid and then nobody. So, but we do have Aiden Viggetti as well. I think the team's gonna shape up really well still. We just need. I don't even need though. Like, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna advance a couple days here. I just want my defense to grow properly. Again, we did not have enough budget to sign Abel Rhodes and Morrow. Shoot, okay. That is not good. All right, Eriksson signs, McKenzie signs, Stepniak signs, Arvidsson signs, Zubov signs, Martikainen signs, Tayutin signs. All right, that is, I believe, everybody. But my coaching staff is in shambles right now because Abel Rhodes is like the guy that I need. I guess I could fire this guy. I don't want to, but I guess I have to because Abel Rhodes just wants so much freaking money. 3.8 million bucks for the next 4 years. Like, my goodness, my guy. That's just ridiculous. Yeah, jeez, okay. I mean, to be fair, we've been winning like crazy, so let's advance a little bit more. Actually, can Rhodes please sign this contract? I just really want a coach that fits the system I'm trying to build. Please sign the contract. Yay, okay. Over to free agency. That looks so weird, seeing McDavid is the 3rd highest valued player on this team now. That's like, what? Vitaly Bure is up there for sure, but like, I want to get Silvegaard in. I probably should get Akeson into the team too, considering he is 19 already. So, yeah, Akeson might be another player we add quickly here. Smith Pelly goes back. Oh, what to do? Unfortunately, I just don't think Brian Altschuler is going to make it either. He's going to be so freaking close, and he's not going to make it because Gibbons is already an 80 rated. Altschuler, oh man, he could make it. Only problem is he's got such stiff competition with Silvegaard and Bure that I just don't see it happening. And Mara. That's the other thing, is Alex Mara is still here, putting up insane numbers in junior, and gets to play another season at Owen Sound. Oh my gosh, yeah, no, there's just no way I end up seeing, I just can't see Altshuler making the team, which is sad, but Silvegaard we probably will put into the lineup this year. Alright, we do have a couple guys we have to go and re-sign or try to get. So the first real piece of this team that I want to go and acquire, or bring back, or whatever you want to call it, I'm gonna say is gonna be I mean, obviously it's got to be Keith Spencer on the bottom line, but hopefully not for 4.4 million. And then maybe a center, but Vegetti could fall into that role too. So a lot of like ex-Oilers in here. See, we could go and re-sign Roberto Lyman as a first-line center, even though he only fits our fourth line, which is crazy. Or we could go and sign Austin Matthews for less money, which is ridiculous, but it might just work. There's no way we got Austin Matthews on this team as a second-line center. That would just be ridiculous. I just want to look at all the centers. There are a lot of good centers in here right now, too. Or Matt Barzell, but he wants what? Okay, 9 million. That's not insane. Anthony Strange, interesting. Barkov is only forward line 4. Kidney, not a great fit. Who else is interested? Dallas is interested. What are the odds we offer him like 11 mil for the next 2 years and we have a Matthews and McDavid? That's just, oh my god, that would just be ridiculous. And it might just happen too. That's the other thing that's just absurd. Left wingers, Keith Spencer's gonna be like way too high up on this list still. Yeah, right. Okay. Hey, Keith, I'll offer you like 2.5 million, okay? That's what you're worth, okay? You're an 81 rated two-way forward who fits the bottom line. We go back to $2.5 million players. He fits right in with this group, so like I don't get it. Why? Why do they want so much money? I mean, Matthews might just be ridiculous. This might actually happen, but I doubt it because we offered him a little bit less. What are the odds? What are the odds that we end up with Austin Matthews on this team? Spencer rejects. I get the feeling Matthews is going to reject too. Oh my god, we just got Austin Matthews. That looks so wrong. Matthews in an Oilers jersey. That's... I'm sorry to all you Toronto fans that are like, Matthews, McDavid, two best centers head to head. Like, that's fair. But my goodness, we literally got Matthews and McDavid on the same team here. This is absolutely ridiculous. I have no money left to sign anybody, but that's okay because we literally don't need to sign anybody else. Instead of defense, we did need a little bit more offense. And... that did not just happen. Oh my god, this team is going to be stupid. It's going to be so good. Oh my gosh. Alright, I'm going to advance like a week. See if Keith Spencer is like, gets his head shaken up a little bit and realizes, maybe I should take a contract from the Oilers. and then we'll go from there. I guess so. I think Matthews signed just because he wants to win a cup. That's kind of the main thing, is I don't think Toronto won a cup this franchise mode. Or did they? No, Toronto never won a cup in this franchise mode. Did we beat them in the finals? Nope. Yep, that's what it is. Matthews wants a cup. He's cup chasing now, but I don't blame him. Like, that's the right team to go to if you want to win a cup right now. So, sign free agents, please come back, Keith. I want you to win another cup. He's got to be in here still. Like, there's no way. Oh, maybe someone else did sign him. Yeah, I think someone else did sign Keith Spencer, which, I mean, good for him. He got himself a contract. Phil Muldoon might actually be a decent player to pick up at 29 years old. We don't have the money, but we definitely don't have the money. All right, so we're relying on our depth now. This will be fun to see what happens, especially with all the huge contracts we have in this team, but let's see what happens. So, guys, 98% of the tickets sold for the upcoming season. The Oilers are like a cup favorite again, so especially adding Austin Matthews now, too. So, for our owner goals, they want us to make the cup final, beat the Flames in the season home opener against them, and then win, or get 30 home wins. Okay. So here's the lines, guys. So guys, this is the lineup we're going to be running with this team. They are just absolutely insane. As you can see here, we got Vigneault, McDavid, Ribeiro, then Eves, Matthews, and Yamamoto for +3 on the second line. I mean, we could swap out these guys to get the same result, but I'd prefer to have an actual center in Matthews with 88 faceoffs playing our second line over 78 in Vigneault. So yeah, that's just how that's looking. Chip Chura is on the third line still. He probably shouldn't be, but we'll be moving him up pretty soon. Aiden Vignetti actually fits into this team quite nicely, getting a +1 chemistry boost there alongside Sanford and Chip Chura. And then we have Roach, Helvertson, and Coupland for a +3 on the bottom line. Just crazy good forwards still. And then there's the defense with Kolyuk Bouchard for the +5, and then Bure Zubov. Bure unfortunately does not fit, and I'm really, really bummed out about that, but it's okay, we'll deal with it. And then Nidomaki and Lambos on the bottom line. For goaltending, we have Parbacker, backed up by Ernesto Binnington, two of our highest ever draft picks for goalies at 20 and 34. And then as far as special teams go, we got a +5, +3 power play. These, again, are just insanely good power plays. They're going to put a lot of goals away, hopefully. And then four-man's looking really good. Penalty kills looking really good. If you guys want to stop for a second, like pause the video and take a look, go for it. And then our three-man PK actually is not that bad this year either. Here's a quick peek at the extras too. Again, feel free to pause, take a look, and then go from there. Feel free to leave comments too, guys. I really appreciate it when you give me feedback on what's going on with the lineup, what you think needs to happen. And then there's the AHL. Again, the AHL looking really good. We got Tyutin, Matsumoto, Andreoff. Honestly, the forwards aren't looking great. Like the chemistry system just doesn't fit as well. But it's okay. We're going to get the growth that we want from certain players such as Afinogenov and Eriksson. Those guys do need to grow into this team here in the future. The defense looks awesome. Silvegaard going to get one more year in the AHL, even though he could be playing in the NHL. And then Alex Mara, I found out, does not fit either. So you guys need to let me know, are we going to be trading these prospects, or am I just going to let them play out and we'll just kind of simulate through the rest of this once McDavid retires, because he's getting close. And then Pacioretty has shot up to an 81 overall. He's huge too, so that's the other thing, is Lane Pacioretty could be a really interesting player here, or a goaltender here for the Oilers in the future. But yeah, that's the teams. That's pretty much where we're going to wrap it up too. So if you guys did enjoy, make sure that you go down below. Please drop a like. It really helps out the channel. Only takes a second as well. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It's really helps out the channel. We're trying to hit 1,200 subs, and I know you guys can do that. And also, don't forget to leave comments to possibly get featured, and turn on that notification bell so you never miss when these uploads come out. But anyways, guys, that's going to be it for me. This is Etanyos signing out, and and see ya.